Around the beginning of the new year, I always did the same project with my advanced art students, a hyper-realistic food study. This project came after they've had a lot of different projects. They've practiced different techniques. This is a technique-intensive project. We are really looking to get very realistic details. I love working alongside my students, so whenever I taught this project, I always created a mini little work of art. I always worked on 6 inches by 6 inch size canvases. My students worked on 12 inch by 12 inch canvas panels. My students had to create a still life to photograph. This was part of a homework assignment they had before we started the project. They had to go home, brainstorm different ideas for what they want to paint, set it up, take multiple photographs of it. Next, they would prep their work surface. I always told them to start with an underpainting. I encouraged a complementary color to the main color of the object. In many of my little mini paintings, such as the orange, I would do a blue background. I love an underpainting because you can get hints of colors coming through the top layers. You can also have edges around your painting that show the underpainting. I always think the final product has greater depth in color when you have a base layer like this. Once students had their underpainting set, it was time to get to work. I like to paint my subject in first and then paint in a nice solid white border around it. I love a white that really brings focus to the food that I'm painting. My students often did colorful backgrounds or played with layering. I always encourage them to do cast shadows. It helps to ground the object even if you don't have a set realistic background. This is one of my favorite advanced projects to teach, and it was a showstopper at the art show every single year. You can see my examples at the start of the video and my student examples at the end of the video.